Hey, it's Thunderhoss. In this video I'm going to show you the locations of the golden gnomes in the multiplayer maps only. There's a separate video for the golden gnome locations in Backyard Battleground. So this is just a quick showing of the setup that's best to use while doing this. You don't want people attacking you, as I found out about halfway through searching these golden gnomes. Set both teams to no players. So our first location, Sandy Sands. And down by the water in Sandy Sands, there's going to be a switch. And the gnome will be delivered to you. Now we're at Zen Peak. And the second gnome at Zen Peak . This is why the anti-gravity is so important. It's almost a must. Now we are in Time Park. Another switch. And the second golden gnome in Time Park, as I get blasted here. Z-Tech Factory. And the second one in Z-Tech Factory is another switch you need to activate. And a little hot air balloon will deliver your golden gnome. Now we're at Boney Island, down by the water, for the first golden gnome. And then on the opposite side of the map, yet another switch. That will reveal this gnome right here. Now we are at Colosseum. Now, Super Brains I thought was the best choice to get this one. This is a tough one. Although, I guess it's okay if you die, but kick or shoot that switch right there, and it will open up this area for the gnome. And the second gnome in this Colosseum area, you'll need a smaller player, either the imp or the pea shooter. I chose the pea shooter. Now we are at Frost Creek. And yet another switch. This is why you should turn off all enemies. And a nice little delivery on a log. The first golden gnome in Frosty Creek. And the second one, you can see this truck. You're just going to find the gnome in a crate in the back of that truck. Okay. Lunar landing right here. Another activation switch. And then outside, you'll see this drill. And in the cockpit of this drill, you'll be able to find the next gnome. Now we're going to Kerbal Assault, and we are in Zomburbia. So choose a plant. Now in these next few maps, if you can't find the area that these gnomes are in, you usually need to capture the next checkpoint and let it open up an area for you. Over by the zoo. And this capture point, once again, anti-gravity helping out. Now I got this one earlier, but this is the location down in that grate. Right there. And over by the scorpions, you'll find an opened up cage for that gnome. Bat Frat. Blast open this wall to find that gnome. And at the end, once you activate the last checkpoint, you need to go to the library. Once you make your way down to the library, there's going to be yet another switch right there that will open up this room and the last gnome in Zomburbia. Moon Base Z is our next stop, also in Kerbal Assault, and another switch that is nicely hidden. We'll get this meteor come in and bring us a gnome. Now we're past the next checkpoint. And we'll find another switch with the gnome at the top of this pile. And moving forward, we have a little Ferris wheel looking thing over there. There's a hole in the fence right here. Perfect spot for a gnome. And now we're inside the capture point by the big drill. Now for this one, you're going to have to find a secret tunnel. That's right there. Drop down into that tunnel. And of course there's another switch. The switch will open up a secret path here, in which you'll find your next gnome and use that warp tunnel to get out of here. Over by these chomping teeth in this dumpster here, you'll find the next gnome. Now in this last area, you're going to need to use anti-gravity for sure, or you won't be able to reach. I'm almost positive, but over there on the wall there's a gnome. So make that jump over. The pea shooter works well. Now we are at Seeds of Time and Gardens in Graveyards. In the gift shop right here. You'll need to use a zombie for this. Check out that Chomper dinosaur and head into Egypt. And with the toys is another gnome. Now at that capture point, we'll head through this warp. And off to the left here, you'll see that roller coaster. And of course, another switch. We'll activate that switch. And in comes our friendly little gnome. Now we're over in Caesar's salad area. You're going to look over and see that waterfall. There is another switch, and straight ahead you'll find the gnome. In that same area, we're going to collect the next gnome just by jumping up above those tall, thin bushes. Now for this next one, you're going to have to switch teams. Become a plant after you've captured all of the checkpoints, and then shoot yourself over here into this area. In this nice little fire pit right here, we'll find the last gnome in the Seeds of Time. Now we're in the Great White North, also in Gardens and Graveyards. And there's some snowmen. We're going to look for another snowman right here. After we take care of him, we'll find our gnome. In the wintry games section, you have the ski jump there. Inside of this mouth, you destroy that wall to find the next gnome. Now we'll look under this bridge on the frozen creek. Another wall to destroy, an ice wall. We'll find our next gnome. And close by, we follow this creek to a pond. We'll get on this little island of snow right here. And of course another switch with another gnome. Now we're towards the end of the Great White North, and another switch right there. Right before this guy's big open mouth, you'll see this gnome. And in that same area, the final gnome on the multiplayer maps. You'll just find off this cliff over here. Once again, an opening in the fence will show you the way. So I thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like for more videos. If you want to find all the gnomes in the backyard battleground, please see my other video, part 1 of the Golden Gnomes.